All right, so we're trying to bring in the beach ball, and we're like, where is the beach ball? And so we need to really figure out what's going on here. So I'm going to show you something. I'm going to orbit around here and show you this is my guy. Look how big the sandbox is. The sandbox is huge. So we need to resize it so it's smaller. Also, you'll notice there's my beach ball. That's about an appropriate size for a beach ball for the size of the guy, right? So let's resize this sandbox. And in order to do that, we're going to select the sandbox, but we're going to come over here to our toolbars. And over here underneath the move tool, it's move, rotate, and then there's this one. If I hover over it, it says scale. It's called the scale tool. And once I click on that, you'll see it gives me all of these green boxes. And what we want to do is we want to do this proportionally. If you grab the middle ones, it's going to make it squishy, and you don't want to do that. So I'm just going to grab this upper corner here, and you'll notice it even hovers over. It says a uniform scaling. So I'm just going to bring it down, click and drag it, and now it's much smaller. And you will see, I'm going to come over here to the move tool. We're going to move him closer to the guy so that we can see the size. You'll still see that's still really huge. I mean, it's taller than the guy. So let's still resize this again by using the scale tool. So I come over here and come to the scale tool, and let's shrink this thing down so that it's an appropriate size sandbox. There we go. And then to deselect so you don't move it anymore, I either hit the space bar to get the arrow tool or select on the arrow tool. Now we'll see our beach ball is right here. We can then use the move tool to move that beach ball onto the sandbox, and we are looking good. Now, that's really the important part that you have with the guy. It kind of gives you that idea of size and scale and proportions. So that is resizing. One more thing to mention, if you if your beach ball is super big, and you're like, my sandbox is super small, all you have to do on the resize tool is just drag it out and make it larger. So some people run into the problem where their sandbox is teeny tiny, and that's why this guy is really important to give you that scale. That's resizing your sandbox.